to riches, took me from rags to riches. Oh yeah, and I love that for me. I love it, I love it, I do. Took me from rags to riches. Yeah, took me from rags to riches.
Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all keeping safe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Rita Njahi. If you're not new here, karibu tena sana. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos and supporting just what I do. So guys, if you've subscribed, thank you so much. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly please 10 seconds, just click the red button down below to subscribe, and just like that you have subscribed. And it's free guys, it's free. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Thank you. I love you all so much. So it's yet another episode of Bible Study Wednesday. Bible Study Wednesday. Bible Study Wednesday. So what are we gonna be talking about today? Wilderness seasons, wilderness experiences, and our anchor scripture will be Matthew 4 1 to 11. And let's read the Bible, okay? Matthew 4 1 to 11. Satan tempts Jesus. Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Note, Jesus was led by who? The Spirit, the Holy Ghost, into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, afterward he was hungry. Now when the tempter came to him, he said, "If you are the Son of God, command these stones to become bread." But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone." Right? But by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Then the devil took him up into the holy city, set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and he said, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over you, and in their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone." It's funny how the devil can quote scriptures. The audacity. Jesus said to him, "It is written, you shall not tempt the Lord your God." All right. Again, the devil took him up, and this guy can be nagging, and he said, again, the devil took him up and in an exceedingly high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to him, "All things I will give you if you fall down and worship me, as if you own them." Okay, so it is not just the devil. And Jesus answered, said to him, "Away with you, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only you shall serve." And the devil left him, and behold, angels came and ministered to him. All right. What's a wilderness? All right. A wilderness is often characterized by undeveloped land. Here are my notes. Undeveloped land, such as a forest, deserts, mountains. It's often afar from human settlement or development. A wilderness is not a place a human being would love to live. Okay, it's an isolated environment. Being in the wilderness is very challenging. All right. As I'm telling you this, I want you to picture a wilderness in your mind and tell me if it's a place you really want to stay there for a long time. Okay. In spiritual context, a wilderness is a place of testing, a place of tempting. It's a place of refinement, such as your faith, your character, your attitude, etc. Also, a wilderness is a place for divine encounters, all right? Like we see Moses in Exodus 1 to 3. When he was in the wilderness, he encountered God, and that's where God revealed to him, all right? God often reveals himself in a wilderness season. It's a place of preparation for purpose. It's a place you're prepared even for your calling, all right? It's a place of difficulty and uncertainty. It's a very challenging period of life. It's a place of isolation, as we said, a place of solitude. There's not much going on, so you have time to think and reflect on your wilderness period, wilderness experiences. There's nothing much happening in your life. It's a place where you have all the time to think about yourself. All right. The wilderness period is where nothing is working. You see, in the wilderness, there's no water, there's no nothing. A wilderness is just an isolated place. And right now, it could be that is what is happening in your life. You're just in a place where nothing is working. Everything is just going haywire. You wake up and you're wondering, okay, we've woken up, and so what are we doing? Like, everything is just that you're in a wilderness, all right? And it's not a place one desires to be. It's not a place where you don't have school fees, you don't have rent, you don't have food, you don't have nothing. Your mental state is at stake at this point. Your mental state is at ICU. Emotionally, you're at HDU. Financially, you're just somewhere in the world healing. Your intellectual state is just somewhere hanging by the brim. People are asking you, hey, so what do you think? Guys, I'm not thinking. I've been in that place where, what do you think? I don't know. I'm not thinking at this point. I'm not thinking, guys. I'm not thinking. Like, it's a place where it's a place of tempting. It's a place where your patience is tested. It's a place where, if you're not careful, you will, most of the people lose themselves in the wilderness. They succumb to death, physical death, spiritual death, because it's a depressing place to be. It's a place where you wouldn't even wish your worst enemy to be. I remember in my life there are times when I was there. Hey, let me tell you, hey, ministry, oh my God. For those people that said, oh, you just sat on and thought of being a pastor, you just decided to be a pastor. Let me tell you, I did not decide to be a pastor, because let me tell you, what comes with serving God? Oh, Jesus. Hey. You will go through things and you're wondering, ah, God, are we still together? Are you sure you're still my father? Are you sure I'm not in this journey alone? Because you will go through things. Personally, there are so very many times I've had my house locked. I don't have a place to go. I've slept in church. I've slept in people's houses. I've slept in the streets. I've gone hungry for like I don't know how long, until I just say just fast. But in my mind, I know I'm not fasting. I'm just starving. I've been in a place where the only thing I have, and funny enough, if there are things that don't finish in the house, like even now, I have wheat flour and sugar. For some reason in my house, those things don't finish. And I will just cook pancakes just like that, and I will eat now until they finish. And let me tell you, I would go home, like in Nakuru at my mom's home, and everybody will be like, hey, Nairobi is taking you well. You see there you've added weight. And in my mind, I'm like, I wish you knew it was wheat. Wheat that is making me poof poof like this. Hey, but people will think, hey, life Nairobi is taking you so nicely, but they don't know. I've been auctioned. I've lost like everything. I renewed my birth certificate just the other day because I was auctioned. They took everything. Like, your parents don't even want to hear you. You've not done anything wrong to them. They've not done anything wrong to you. But for some reason, it's a place, as I said, of isolation, separation. God separates you from everybody else. So let's see a biblical example of people that went through the wilderness. We see Moses. Moses in the wilderness was in the wilderness for 40 years. Father God, 40 years is a lot for me. 40 years in the wilderness. Hey. Elijah was in the wilderness twice. When he was, of course, fed by the ravens, and then he was in the wilderness for a specified period of time. And after receiving a death threat from Queen Jezebel, let me tell you, and he was traveling the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights to Mount Horeb, where he encountered God. Let me tell you guys, imagine Elijah, the mighty prophet Elijah, death threat from a woman, and that guy was like, over that, take me. Before this woman kills me, you just kill me. Like a whole prophet Elijah, a woman. Fear women. Let me tell you, hey, fear women. A woman carries God. A woman, you see the way women carry wombs and women carry God like this. We hear from God easily than men, which is true. That is why you see more women having encounters than men. Before a man encounters God, 100 women have encountered God already. And it's the same way a woman can take you, the same way a woman can live to like this, is the same way a woman can take you down like this. So be careful of even who you marry. Jesus, as you've read, was in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights, where he was there to just be tempted. Imagine Jesus was taken to the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Like, alright. So here are some of the lessons I learned when in the wilderness, alright, that I want to share with you today. One, dependence on God. We learn to be fully dependent on God. We go through the wilderness alone. We have no one to help. It's called a place of separation. Most of the people think it's rejection, but there's a thin line between rejection and separation. So when you're in the wilderness, sometimes it's not just people rejecting you, it's God separating you from every other person so that you can be fully dependent on him. All right, personally, I learned to be fully dependent on God, such that right now I always know if God doesn't come through, nobody else is coming through for me. It doesn't matter what. And if I need something, I'll first pray to God for God to maybe convict somebody's heart, or just for God to make it happen. Because I know if I come to you with a problem and God doesn't convict your heart to help, it doesn't matter how much I pray to you. It doesn't matter how much, even if I lie down prostrate, raise my legs, raise my hands. There's nothing you will do. If God doesn't convict your heart to help, then nobody will. I got to a point of being fully dependent on God and knowing that if God doesn't do it, nobody else will do it. All right. Second thing, God wants you fair. It's not because of what you've done or what you've not done. All right. Most of the times we blame ourselves for being in the wilderness. No, it's basically God working on us. Don't blame yourself. Most of the times I would think, why is it because I did this? Is it because I did that? Is it because I'm a bad Christian? Is it because I've not been following God's precepts? Is it because of 1, 2, 3? But no. As we have seen, Jesus was taken to the wilderness by the Spirit. So Jesus was taken to the wilderness by God. So it is not because of something bad he did, but basically it's because God wanted him there, because he knew, for where I'm taking this my son, yeah, he needs to be prepared. He needs to be prepared. And if Jesus was tempted of the devil, who else do you think in this life would have tempted him and he would feel that when he was taken to prison, when he was being crucified, when he was like, this guy faced the devil like this, the devil himself. So you're coming to him and they're looking at you, and he's looking at you and he's wondering, oh my God, just finish whatever you're doing. Let me just accomplish my purpose and move to the next thing. So yes, don't blame yourself for anything. It's not because of what you've done or what you've not done. Sometimes God just wants you fair. All right. And that leads me to my next point: to learn whatever God needs you to learn while in that season. What are some of the things God is working on you in your life? Don't waste your experience. Don't waste your wilderness experiences by coming out empty. What is God teaching you? Maybe it could be anger, it could be pride, it could be kindness, it could be jealousy, it could be loving people. It could be, like, personally, I had pride, but I didn't know, because of just my lifestyle, how I grew up. I've grown up. God, let me tell you, there was a part of my parents that I think about it and I'm like, oh, but now God has restored us and I'm God, thank you. But my parents did everything. You see, when it comes to the basics, food, shelter, clothing, school fees, whatever, education, my parents did the best. My mom did her best. My dad did his best. Like, we lived a good life. And for that reason, there are things I couldn't understand, like people sleeping hungry. Why don't you have food? Sometimes my friends will come to me, they don't have food. Yes, I'll give them, but I'll be like, but your mom is always home the whole day, right? So is she not going to work? That's why you guys don't have food. If your mom goes to work every day, she'll have food for you people. Because my mom has always been going to work from 7, she's coming back at 9:30. My dad the same. So these guys are always working, they're always busy working. That's why we have everything we have today. But to your parents, it's as if they're very lazy. That is why you guys don't have food. But you see, if your mom goes to work every day, she'll have food. Let me tell you, that was a lifestyle. I didn't know any other life aside that. And that is why I wouldn't say I was a rich kid, but let me put it out there. If you know and if you ever get there, please show your children another side of life. Because if I knew the other side of life, probably I wouldn't have to go through everything I'm going through, because I would have known and I would have understood. All right. Yeah. So for me, it got to a point, for when God called me to ministry, he knew, Faith, I'm going to bring you people to feed. I'm going to bring you people who are broken. I'm going to bring you people, so if you don't understand, you'll not help them. So you need to go through so that you can learn. Let me tell you, if you come to me, you don't have food, and I have 50 shilling, like, between me and the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that is the 50 shilling I'll give you. Because I don't want to imagine you sleeping hungry and you're feeling how I was feeling. Like, I understand perfectly. Right now, God brings me people in my life, and trust you me, 99% of the people that bring to my life, it's things I've gone through, and I understand them better, and I help them. If I had not gone through what I went through, oh my God, people look at me to me, they need food, I'm like, why? So learn everything you need to learn. Maybe it's anger, and God just took you through a season for you to regulate your anger, because God knew if you enter marriage with this type of anger, you will kill my son. And because I don't want you to kill my son, I need to work on this anger before you get to that marriage. You will kill my children. And because I don't want you to kill my children with this anger, I will take you through a place somewhere so that you can learn how to manage your anger. So by the time I'm giving you children, you'll not kill them because out of anger. You'll not display them of anger. If it's selfishness, and God takes you to a place where you're there and nobody's helping you, and you're like, oh my God, why is somebody helping me? Blah, 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 blah. Learn everything you need to learn when you're in your wilderness. Don't come out of your wilderness period empty. Like Apostle Joshua Selman says, don't arrive empty, all right? Don't arrive without a testimony. And people ask when you say, oh, I gave up. Oh, I was discouraged. No. Arrive with let your pain has a purpose, okay? Yes. So the next one is, most of the times, it's not for you, but for other people. I've already explained that. For where God is taking you, he needs to make sure you're prepared for his people. Ephesians 4:11-12. we all know that all these gifts were given not for us, but for the edification of the saints. So every gifting I'm working on, everything that God has put in my life, most of them, it's not even for me, but it's for other people, for the perfection of the saints. Okay, so even in the wilderness experiences, yes, they worked on me, they worked with me, they worked for me, they worked to me, but it's not just for me, but it's for other people. Right now, I can minister to people with so much grace, with so much, I can handle with so much grace that sometimes people ask me, how do you manage to deal with that person like that? And I'm like, man, I know. Maybe they're going through their wilderness periods, and I know what it is. I know how it is when you're going through something and your brain is not working. So they'll ask, why are you staying with them? And they don't do anything in your house. They don't do nothing. Their work is just sleeping, their work. I'm like, I know, there was a time I was there. There was a time I didn't have a place to go. There was a time I was accommodated by somebody, and all I wanted was just to sleep because my brain is not functioning. Like, I just want to be there. Don't question me, don't ask me anything I don't know. So people ask, how do you deal? I tell them, I've gone through that, so I know. So just leave them, let them be. Let them take their time, rest. When they're back to, they can now start reasoning, thinking, no, we can sit down and look for a way forward. Right? Yes. Of course, it makes you stronger. There are things you've gone through, and right now they're just a walk in the park. It doesn't matter. For someone else, and let me tell you that it's one thing I have tried to be very careful of. When someone comes to me with a problem, and for me it's just like something minute, I have learned to not tell someone, no, it is that is disturbing your head, just get over it and move on. No, I have learned to actually take someone through the because the things will come to me. If you come to me, you've slept hungry for a day and you want to die, there's a part of me that wants to say, hey, this was not today because of one day. Me, I've slept hungry for a whole week. There are times I will just get one gumu like this, and that one gumu, I will eat it quarter breakfast, quarter lunch, have the other half dinner. There are times I will go to church, and I thank God for my bishop. I thank God for my bishop, because my bishop, the late Bishop Alan Kuna, he said, from today you guys are adults, you're not going to be taking tea and biscuits, you're going to be taking tea and bread. Let me tell you, there are many things that man did, but you see this particular one, I will never forget. Because that time was the season where I didn't used to have food like the whole week, and the only food I will eat is tea and bread on Sunday in church. And I will eat, I don't take Blue Band. So in my department, they will put like a whole, you know, they'll put like tea, bread with Blue Band, and they'll put like a whole pack, like a whole, whole loaf without Blue Band, and we'll eat all of it. I would eat all of it, and we'll be like, oh my God, I love your appetite. I'm like, yeah, you know, and I'm not fasting, I'm eating. Hey guys, let me tell you, it's because I know this is my last meal until next Sunday. So when someone comes to me with, you know, I haven't taken supper, and I'm thinking, supper only? You took breakfast, you took lunch, you're crying about supper. There are times I will go, and I'll remember saying, no, at the level that is hard. Because even me, when I was starting, it was hard. So I'll give them some. If I have something to eat, I'll give them. If I have money, I'll send them, and I'll encourage them. So it's what was I doing at this point? It makes you stronger. So when you have you've gone through this, like I had said before, Jesus was tempted of the devil. So who do you think was these other people that were trying to just, So don't fret about it. Don't just tell God to help you learn whatever you need to learn. Learn to be fully dependent on God. Know that it's not about what you've done or what you've not done. It's just about God wanting you there to just work on you to make you a better person. Okay? Was that encouraging? Was that beautiful? If it was, can you please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below. Are you in the wilderness season? What did you learn? If you're there, what are you learning? If you were there, what did you learn? I don't want to say if you're gonna be there or if God takes you there. No, it will be much easier for you because you'll know what to do. All right? Always remember, give the best, and everything you do, put God first, and you'll never ever be disappointed. I love you.